I'm standing next to the 2023 Kia K5 GT. If you guys are on the market for a Kia, be sure to check out South Dade Kia and ask for Tony or Cello, and they will get you into your next vehicle. But let's talk about pricing here for the Kia K5 GT. Starting price is at $31,490. This one stickers for $37,445. So it undercuts some of the other competitors by a lot of money. Looking at the exterior styling here for this current generation of K5, this is the GT model. It has the high performance engine, the nice brake calipers and whatnot, and it does also have this chestnut brown interior. My model is painted in this wolf gray exterior paint. Looks good with the gloss black trim. It kind of breaks up the sea of gray here. But looking at these headlights here, they're going to be an LED projector headlight with an automatic low and high beam, LED turn signal, in daytime running light. I like the nice texture here to the Tiger Nose grille. This also has a front facing camera with the Kia badge here on top of the actual hood there, and down here's for your driver's assistance tech, front parking sensors. I like the frontlit splitter here, which kind of breaks up the gray once again. And my model also comes equipped with full LED fog lights here. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the K5. I think it looks really good in this segment. Looking at the side profile here, this has a 112.3 inch wheelbase with an overall length of 193.1. So it's right on par with every other mid-size sedan in this segment. This is probably one of the best wheels here that you guys can get on the K5 with the multi-spoke with the chrome and black finish here. This also has the GT floating brake calipers there, which is really nice. Large rotors to give this vehicle really good stopping power. And these are a 245/40 P0 all-season tires. So pretty good tires on the market, and they're wrapped in this 19-inch rim design. There's this gloss black mirror cap here with this LED side marker, and my model also comes with this large panoramic sunroof here, which has this black finish to it with a shark fin antenna. And it does have this Stinger inspired swooping roof line here, which is really nice. That chrome bar goes from the A-pillar all the way around to the rear of the vehicle. Looking at these taillights here, they're an LED combination, which is an incandescent turn signal, incandescent reverse light with an LED brake light. The brake light is a full continuous piece. There's a GT badge here to signify the trim level, with the K5 badge there, with this nicely integrated gloss black spoiler here. Looking at the lower part of the bumper here, this also has rear parking sensors, and this area right here is not functional. It looks like kind of like the Toyota Camry with that teardrop effect. The rear diffuser is very aggressive with these quad finished exhaust here. But open up the cargo back here, press this button right here. Once it opens up, it reveals 16 cubic feet of space. You can also fold the seats down to do a 60-40 split. This trunk space is one of the largest in the actual segment. Lifting this up here, Kia does give you a temporary spare tire instead of a fix-a-flat kit. Looking at the key fob here for the current K5 here, this has a remote start. It says key at the lower part of the key fob. It has this black and chrome finish here. There's a lock, unlock, trunk release, and a panic button. Sadly, it does not have the smart park feature that you guys can get on the Hyundai Sonata Inline, if I'm not mistaken, but you guys can lock the vehicle here and hold this button down here. The mirrors will power fold in, and once you guys hit that remote start button, the vehicle will start right up and the lights will do a little dance. Walking up to the vehicle here and unlocking it, just press this button here, the mirrors will power unfold. Looking at this interior here, my model does have this beautiful chestnut brown interior with the black inserts there. It says GT here on the actual seat, which is really nice. I'm surprised that Kia didn't finish this off in the black portion. I think that would have been a nice look as well. But once again, this interior is well laid out. But getting inside here, it does have a traditional sedan step-in height. This also has a Bose sound system, gloss black trim here on the door panel, 2-person memory seats, aluminum accented door handle, and aluminum trim here with the brown stitching. Kind of breaks up the sea of black here. But reaching ready to shut the door, it is auto up and down only for the driver and passenger. But looking at the center display here, it does have this 3-inch display here that you can customize by pressing this here. You can show your speed, your tire pressure. Click it again, you can go over to your oil temperature, torque, and turbo, and your average fuel economy, compass, and whatnot. So you can customize this. Sadly, it's not a fully digital display like the Hyundai Sonata Inline. So if you guys want that, you have to look at the sister branded vehicle. There's the turn signal headlight stock, which has a nice high quality feel to them. There's a warm-up stock here. There's paddle shifters here on this performance model because it does house the 8-speed wet dual clutch transmission. It says the Kia on the airbag with this aluminum trim here. Over here's for your volume and voice controls, the option to answer and hang up the phone. Over here's for your driver's assistance tech. Very thick rim here My model does not have a heads-up display. I think on the Sonata inline you can get heads-up display. So there's different things that the K5 have that the Sonata does not have. There are things that the Sonata has that the K5 does not have. Looking at this large 10.25-inch display, I actually own a K5, so I'm used to this infotainment system. It's very fast, very snappy here. There's some shortcut buttons off to the side. There's a volume knob. The materials on the dashboard are gonna be a nice soft touch material with this full like stitching here. This is nice high gloss panel here with this aluminum trim around the air vents and whatnot. There's also your hazard button here with the air vents there. Dual climate control. It's also 3-level heated and cool seats here. By switching this up, you can activate the heated seats. To switch it down, you go into the cool seat, heated steering wheel function. There's your drive mode selector, which has custom, normal, sport, and sport plus. With sport plus, it does turn off the traction control in order to engage the launch control, which is really nice. The passenger also gets 3-level heated and cool seats. There's a wireless phone charger. Sadly, it does not fit my iPhone 14 Pro Max because the camera comes out a little bit. There's a large storage area here with two USB ports and a 12-volt here. My iPhone 14 Pro Max does fit. 2 cup holders. Put in the vehicle into reverse here. It does reveal a top-down 360 view. There's also trajectory with distance markers, different angles around this vehicle as well. I clicked the wrong button there. You can look at the side angle and also kind of like a wide angle a little bit. And like I mentioned, the top-down 360 view is right there. The center armrest here is very well padded. It does reveal a USB port. I forgot to take my water bottle out of there, but it does offer a good amount of storage here in the central console area. The seats, they're not aggressively bolstered, not like on the Stinger. If you guys want a little bit more aggressively bolstered seats, I would recommend buying the Stinger over the K5. Above me, there's also this large panoramic sunroof here with these touch capacitive full LED lights here, or you can just press the button there, it turns the lights on instead of touching it like that. Looking at the glove compartment, it does offer a good amount of storage in there. But overall, the interior of the K5 is very well laid out. I like the nice technology, the nice stereo sound system, the 3-level heated and cool seats. And before I forget, you can also turn off the parking sensors for the front and rear. And press this button here, it does show you guys the actual backup camera there once you press it. But overall, this interior, once again, is very well laid out. It's very modern. And I just like the way that the K5 looks on the outside and especially in the inside. Looking at the interior space here of the K5, there's no need to go buy an SUV, guys. If you guys are not a big fan of SUVs, Kia still offers a ton of space here in the mid-size sedan segment. But looking at the door panel material, it's going to be a pretty decent material here. There's some aluminum trim here for the door handle and this aluminum trim here that kind of breaks up the sea of black. There's some nice brown stitching here. This area here is going to be nicely padded, gloss black trim. The switchgear feels really nice to touch. And there's some storage here and cup holder space in the door pocket. And there's the K5 name in the actual door sill. So Kia is paying attention to details here. But getting back here, this vehicle does offer tons and tons of space. I do have plenty of foot space underneath the driver's seat. This is where I have the seat to drive. There's map pockets back here for storage. You also get rear air vents. Some other competitors don't even offer rear air vents, but there's also 2 USB charging ports, which are type A's. The floor back here is not flat. Surprised to see that because this doesn't have all-wheel drive, but you can fit 3 people across in comfort. It does offer tons of space back here. Above me is going to be full LED lights, this grab handle, and there's this large panoramic sunroof here to let light and air into the cabin once you guys open it. But shutting the door here of the K5, Kia says this has 35.2 inches of rear legroom space. It's not the biggest in the segment. That still belongs to the Honda Accord, but it does offer tons and tons of space back here if you guys are looking to get comfortable. I currently own a K5, and even though Kia says it does have the amount of legroom that it has, it does feel more cavernous than what Kia claims. But overall, the back seat of the K5 does feel very spacious in this segment. Let's take a look underneath the hood here of the Kia K5 GT and look at this beautiful powertrain. This is Kia's corporate 2.5-liter 4-cylinder. This powertrain makes 290 horsepower, 311 pound-feet of torque. It's also hooked up to an 8-speed wet dual-clutch transmission, which is very fast to shift. And this also shares the same powertrain with its sister, which is the Hyundai Sonata inline. Kia says 0 to 60 in 5.4 seconds, so it is a very respectable 0 to 60 time. And as this vehicle sits here, it weighs in around 3,400 pounds. And front-wheel drive is standard. All-wheel drive is available. Here on the GT model, you cannot get all-wheel drive. You have to go for a non-GT model in order to get the all-wheel drive system. But making our way to the fuel door, let's talk about fuel economy here for the Kia K5 GT. Keep in mind, this is a performance sedan. Kia rates this at 24 in the city, 32 on the highway, and 27 combined. That's not bad gas mileage for this to be a performance sedan. I'm behind the wheel of the 2023 Kia K5 GT. This has a potent 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine, making 290 horsepower and 311 pound-feet of torque. It is paired with an 8-speed wet dual clutch. It is down compared to the Honda 2.0 turbo, which Honda sadly has now discontinued that powertrain. So it is rumored to be put into the new Integra Type S model that's coming out. So in order to engage the remote start, the launch control here, let me turn off the auto hold. Let's put into Sport Plus mode here and turn off the actual traction control by holding it down. Let's put our foot on the brake and accelerator. Launch control ready. I left two little small black lines in the middle of the road. You guys will surprise other cars at the red light if you're trying to overtake them. I don't recommend doing that, but if you guys want to, you can definitely do that. And this vehicle does offer a good launch control. It's very easy to engage, like I mentioned, from the outside scene, or I forgot exactly what part I was on. Like I mentioned, the Sonata is the Sonata Inline, to be very specific about that. The Sonata Inline is the only vehicle in the segment with its sister, which is the K5 here, to have launch control. The other competitors don't offer launch control, so it is class exclusive to those two vehicles. But let me take it out of its Sport Plus mode here and put it, I'm gonna leave it in Sport Plus mode. Let's use the paddles here. And this car fights for traction, my guy. Like, it fights really hard to put the power down. Mind you, it's making over 290 horsepower feeding the front wheels. It still remains front wheel drive. Sadly, there's no all wheel drive version of the K5 GT. You guys can go for a non GT if you guys are looking to get all wheel drive. Kia will not put all wheel drive on this car no time soon. Hopefully in the near future they would, but if they do put all wheel drive, it's going to interfere with the Stinger sales. But it is rumored that Kia is killing off the Stinger in the K5 for the next gen. They might redesign it and then kill it off after that. But that's just all rumors and speculations. Let's talk about visibility out of this vehicle here. Really good visibility. Me personally, this car feels at home because I do own a K5. Great visibility, good side mirrors here. There's also blind spot monitoring, lane keeping assist, cruise control, forward collision warning, rear cross traffic alert. So if it senses that there's an object or someone approaching the vehicle, it will put on the rear brakes for you, which is really good, because there's sometimes a car may come by too quick and a car will see it and you know, grab the brakes for you so you don't, you know, run into them. The steering feeling here is very playful, especially in the Sport Plus mode. It does have a lot of heft to it, but this vehicle does a really good job. For example, going around this curve here, I don't feel any oversteer or understeer. It does a really good job. The ride quality still drives like a sedan, really good. Honda, let's talk about the main competitor, which is the Corolla, which is the main competitor, which is the Camry and the Honda. Those vehicles sell a lot of units every single year. The Camry is the top dog in the segment, which sells around 300 plus units every single year. But let's talk about the Honda, which is redesigned for 2023. I like the exterior styling, but Honda did kill off that 2.0 turbo, like I mentioned. So now we have a sport hybrid. So I'm going to leave my final judgment once I get behind the wheel of that vehicle, hopefully sometime next year when it goes on sale. But I just love the K5. I like the technology, the large screens. This does have one of the largest screens in the segment as of right now. But once the Honda Accord comes out, it will basically be just like every other screen in the segment. The Honda will offer a optional 12.3-inch display. On this vehicle, you get an 8-inch display, which supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as wireless. So on the larger screen, you have to use the USB cable in order to connect to your phone. If you go for a lower model, you do get the wireless CarPlay. With that being said, the seats in here, they're very supportive and comfortable. They're 3-level heated and cooled seats. There's also heated steering wheel function, a lot of gloss black trim. So me personally, I will be constantly wiping this down if I did own this vehicle. I can see fingerprints here in the center console already. But this vehicle drives good. It does offer good performance, good acceleration. I like the launch control feature that you get here in the K5. If you guys are looking to pass someone here, great acceleration. The dual clutch knows when to be in the meat of its power band and whatnot. But overall, if you guys are looking for the ultimate performance sedan, I would recommend putting the K5 GT at the top of the list. After spending time with the 2023 Kia K5 GT, this vehicle offers great tech. I like the nice large infotainment system, the beautiful exterior styling, the nice chestnut interior, also grip performance. As you guys can see, this vehicle does offer a launch control feature, just like its sister vehicle, the Hyundai Sonata Inline. No other competitor in the segment besides the Sonata offers a launch control. With that being said, hope you guys have enjoyed this review here on the 2023 Kia K5 GT. Be sure to check me out on Instagram at DriveOnReviews. Hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications, and I will see you all in the next video.